Hi, my name's Andrea, also known as Stoma Warrior. I run a blog site called stomawarrior.com. Please check in there if you want to catch up on my blog and my journey. Apologies that I'm walking during this video. I'm actually out walking the dog and just grabbing a rare opportunity to check in. Today is the second anniversary of my ileostomy stoma surgery, where I also had in the same surgery my failed JPouch removed and permanent Barbie butt done. Permanent Barbie butt, can't have a single one. I have no large bowel whatsoever, no rectum, no anus, nothing. What I do have is a opening in my stomach, which has my stoma coming through it, which is the end of my terminal ileum, and that allows me to wear a bag, which I basically poop in all day. That's I'm probably pooping as I'm walking, but you wouldn't know. So it collects all of my stool, and I empty it on approximately about 10 times a day. It is quite watery because I have no colon and don't absorb the water. But on the scale of sitting on the toilet 10 times a day and just popping in and emptying a bag 10 times a day, I think I know which I'd rather do. No pain, no issues, no embarrassing moments of accidents, no emergency room visits because I'm doubled up in agony from a flare-up where my inflammation markers have maybe gone over 600, etc. So I just wanted to check in and say hi. I'm doing fantastic. Living with the stoma is not the end. It's certainly the beginning. It has been for me, and I know it has been for millions of others around the world. I know several people now with stomas, so they're very common. They really are a way of life, a way forward, and they're a way for people to cope with what life throws at them. I still have issues. I don't have a colon, so I don't have inflammation there, but I do still have issues with my joints. I'm recently, a couple of years ago, diagnosed also with fibromyalgia, probably as a result of the disease, certainly as a result of many of the toxic medications over the years. I see a rheumatologist for that, and in fact I've got another MRI today for contrasting my knee because it keeps swelling up randomly, so just looking at why that is. That causes me trouble, but it doesn't stop me. I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I'm building it back up slowly because I had to stop because I was on crutches for a while due to joint issues. I recently had a full spine MRI, and I'm waiting for the results back on that along with blood samples just to make sure that the what was then indeterminate colitis hasn't converted into Crohn's and hasn't gone into my spine. I don't believe it has. I believe I'm just unlucky with my joints. Sorry, I keep looking away from the camera, but I'm walking. I don't want to bump into someone, including the toilet, the poo bin that's right next to me. So, living with a stoma, what does it mean for me? Well, I work full time. At the moment I work term times only, but in 2 weeks I start a new job. Very proudly going to be working for the NHS, working every week of the year. I spend most of my time in the summer on the beach, in a bikini, because why not, on a kayak, in the sea, out on my bike, spend most of my weekends at my caravan or in my camper van, use facilities on site or in the vehicle. Nothing really stops us. We can do 20-mile bike rides, although I will confess I do have an e-bike, which makes it a lot easier for me to keep up with my other half. It doesn't make it easy for him to keep up with me, but hey ho. Anyway, so I just wanted to check in and say this happened. So what am I doing now? I'm going to try and keep my blog going because I believe some of the amazing feedback I've had over the last few years, it's doing some good and helping some people out there just to hear other people's experiences and know they're not alone. I continue to make Stoma Bag Covers, of which I donate 20% to Crohn's and Colitis UK, and also seatbelt cushions. They're all available on eBay. Not plugging my advert, but yes, I am plugging my advert, because it's a great way to raise money for charity and also give people the comfort of living with the stoma that I have. Any questions? Trying to think if there's anything you can ask me. You can ask me absolutely anything at all. Problems of living with the stoma really involve irritation of the skin. I'm allergic, I believe, to the adhesive around my stoma from the stoma bag, so that's a bit of an issue at the moment. Other than that, I don't have leaks. In fact, in the 2 years I've had 1 leak at school, which I managed, and 1 leak at night, which I managed. It wasn't the end of the world. It was certainly better than poop in the bed. What else? What else do I suffer? I don't absorb things, so I do take a lot of vitamins and supplements. I have B12 injections. I take vitamin D, I take folic acid because I run low all the time. Apart from that, pretty good. I have to stay really hydrated because if I don't, then I get really ill. But that's about it. So anyway, check in with me if you wish. Feel free to visit my blog for a listen or a read of anything that might be able to help you, even if it's just to understand the disease and how it can help you. And take care. I'll probably see you again this time next year. Thank you. Bye bye.